40th birthday party, and I just know you're going to enjoy it. But I want to share one of my memories that I have of us. It was our first date, and I remember you came to pick me up, and you were dressed very nice. And as we were leaving, you tripped and you fell, and you were in really, really bad pain. However, what we had planned on doing was going on a hiking trip, and you still managed to go hiking with me that day, and that was an amazing first date. I know your friends ragged on you a little bit about taking me hiking for the first time on a date, but you said, no, that's something she loves to do. And so happy birthday, and I'm glad I get to spend many years with you. Love you.
My short fun story with Matt is back in high school. For whatever reason, we were in a phase where we were bleaching hair. I guess it was a style back then, and we decided to go to Fashion Fair, get bleached, and bleach Matt's hair. And we happened to just go see Pulp Fiction, and he left the bleach on there for the duration of the whole movie. When we walked out, we saw Matt's hair start floating off with a strong gust of wind. So that always endeared me with Matt and his beautiful hair.
Hi, I'm Fred Smith. I'd known Matt since we went to college together, and one event we could remember was we had this really hard final we had to study for. We camped out in Fresno State doing an all-nighter. We were afraid that when we go home, we're gonna fall asleep and not be able to wake up for the day exam. So we decided just hide out in the lab and just sleep overnight under the table. We woke up and it was almost about time to take the exam, which later on we decided staying up all night was not worth it at all, because the final was just so off the wall that it wouldn't matter what we did. Thank you.
Yeah, Matt, we want to know where the F you've been for the past month and a half, or maybe it's 2 months now, I don't know. Secondly, we want to know if you ever worked at an Italian restaurant and had your bike stolen. And thirdly, we want to know if you worked at a gambling establishment and if you have any tips on gambling, because my life needs some tips right now.
But more importantly, Matt, we really do miss you. You need to get your sorry ass back to the pool. We haven't seen you in literally 2 months, so come on back. We really have a good time when you're there. We like your cheerful demeanor and your happy attitude. So come on back sometime. How about that?
Okay, wait a minute. I've had a senior moment here, and now I'm back to reality. Matt, you set such a fine example of discipline for the rest of us, and we really look up to you as an example for how to live our lives. Your purity and strength of character has been for me an inspiration that's beyond words.
And thank you so much for the adult beverages. We really appreciate that. Thanks, Matt.
Yeah. No, Matt, our question is, if you're a vegan, what's going on with the waistline? Okay, just that's what we want to know, because something's not adding up here.
Randy's suspicious of your vegan activities. Happy birthday, Matt.
Happy birthday
Let
to
me get
you.
in. Let's stay there. Stay there. Matt, I knew it. I know when you're out there in your PG&E truck, you use cash so Victoria can't find out. You totally get a Big Mac or a Whopper or something like that. Don't bullshit me. I will find a steak in the back of your truck somewhere one of these days. I swear to God.
It'll turn up somewhere. Happy birthday, Matt.
One time, you remember, we went out in the fields and we went to my gun and shot him off the tailgate of my truck. And I remember I was telling you, I said, hey, watch out, there's a big kick to that gun. And you were thinking, oh yeah, I'm a tough guy. And you took the pistol and you fired it off. You looked at me and big smile on the face, but you still were a little scared. And I was like, all right, that's cool. I was like, all right, take it the AR-15. And then you shot the AR-15, and the big kick, and then I saw the real fear in your eye, and then the big smile come out. That was probably the funniest moment I've ever had with you. I love you, brother. Good one.
Okay, so my favorite story about Matt, actually it's Matt and Philip, was when we were kids, and we decided to sleep in my parents' front yard on the grass. And it was like maybe 5 in the morning, it was still dark, we were out there sleeping, and I heard the sprinklers start to come on, like in another part of the yard, and I realized they had automatic sprinklers. They were going to come on soon where we were sleeping in sleeping bags. And so I tried to tell Matt and Phil to wake up, but they're like deep sleepers, so they just kept sleeping. So I just got up and walked away, and I went and looked out the window out the door a little while later, and the sprinklers had come on in the front yard where they were. And I saw Matt like raise his head up, kind of sleepy, and look around, and then he just went back to sleep. And Philip did the same, but he got up. So I don't know. That was one of my favorite stories about Matt.
One time, Matt, he showed up to my house from out of town, and he ended up staying for like a couple weeks, and it was pretty unexpected.
All right. Happy birthday, Matt. Yeah, so a funny memory I have of you is when you decided to bleach your hair and go see a movie, and your scalp burnt and your hair fell out. Good one. Well, anyways, happy birthday.
So one of the funniest moments with Matt was I guess Steve and I were waiting for him, and I guess he went to go collecting for the bee for one of our other friends, and we waited for him, and he never came, and then finally he came. Ended up he talked to this guy, invited him inside for a really long time, and we were like, why would you do that? You know, we were thinking he could have done something to him, and he didn't want to tell us and things like that. But I don't know, I just thought that was strangely odd, but funny at the same time.
Happy birthday, Matt. Thank you so much for letting us celebrate with you. So we're supposed to share a funny story. Our time has been limited, but I do remember Sunday at church when I totally intercepted, or actually I caused a fumble when you were going to catch that football. And so I'm really sorry, but you were really gracious about it, so thank you so much. It's just my competitiveness that came out. But you're awesome. Happy birthday. Welcome to the 40s Club.
And I too appreciate the fact that you had zero interest in that event. So all out.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Happy birthday, Matt!
Welcome to the 40th.
Yep, our greatest memory of you is when you married our sister and got stuck with her instead of us.
Outside of today being the funniest memory, my memory is always watching my son Isaac climbing all over Matt up, the dog's looking at the owner going, help me. Matt handles it so well. That will always be my favorite memory. Matt just been amusing, like, he's already on me again.
Trying to figure out what we're going to do today. Having plans change at every turn. It's either we go to the news today, it's either line, and we're going to go bowling. There is no bowling available. We got to go to Black Years. And after all that, we get back to the house to get ready for this whole event, and he doesn't even have his keys. So he can't get back in the house and change and get back over to the road. But, you know, took it all in good stride.
He was so excited because he learned how to make snickerdoodles. And so he decided he wanted to make snickerdoodles for us. So he was in the kitchen, I let him in the kitchen, I knew everything he wanted, and he followed his recipe. And then a couple hours later, he said, okay, I've got my snickerdoodles ready. So we sat around the table and we tried the snickerdoodles. But we quickly skipped out because what happened was Matthew put salt instead of sugar in his snickerdoodles. So that was a learning thing for him that next time he really has to find, look at my canisters that said salt and sugar. So anyway, I know he knows how to make snickerdoodles now. Thank you.
Matthew's always been a person that liked to help people. I remember there was one day that in school, there was a friend of his who was trying to light a fire in a trash can. He tried to light the match, and the guy couldn't get the matches lit. So Matthew comes over and strikes the match and starts the fire, and guess who gets in trouble? Matthew got in trouble from the school and got put on suspension. Just because of somebody else, because Matt was just trying to. Anyway, it's one of the many funny stories that we can think of for.
Hi Matt, happy birthday. I couldn't think of a single funny memory about you. Because there's so many, but I did compile a list of just random things that I thought of that people might not know about you, and I'd like to share them with everybody. Number one, you have an infectious laugh. It's very unique, and whenever you're in a room and you laugh, there's Matt, because you're just so funny. Number two, whenever you sign a card, it always says Matt Melcher. It never says just Matt. I don't know where you got that, but who knows? You signed Matt Melcher, so everybody knows who you are. Number three, you once drove 2 hours in the wrong direction. I don't know if anybody knows that about you. You were a purple belt in karate. And number five, you once tried to set the Ahwahnee library on fire by setting a trash can on fire. Number six, you also tried to steal money out of games over at Blackbeard's by using a screwdriver and bringing it there. Unfortunately, Mom and I had to pick you up. Number seven, you are a stubborn guy, but it can be just because you're very passionate about things. Passionate about swimming, passionate about your gold and silver, passionate about politics, which I will never ever get an argument with you over. And number eight, you are the nicest person. I've heard that so many times from people, from all your swimming friends,
from anybody that knows you, who knows me. They always say, "Oh yeah, your brother, he's so nice." But anyways, I just wanted to wish you a happy 40th birthday, and I know I don't tell you enough, but I love you, and I am so blessed to have you as my big brother.